Hey guys, Carter here with Patriot Training Center. Today I'm going to talk to you about what I'm carrying, my pistol, and what I put on it and why. So I'm carrying the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS model, and then I'm carrying it with the Holosun 509T. This is a closed emitter sight. I love that thing. So I was originally carrying with the RMR, and I got one of these into the shop and started playing with it. I thought that the window would be like it would be hard to present and everything, but I actually like it better. It presents better for me than the RMR does. I love this thing so far. I like the idea of a closed emitter sight. Basically what that means is there's an emitter on the inside that projects the red dot, and on most of your red dot optics there's one side of glass and then an emitter on the back that projects up there. So most of them are open, so if like rain or dirt or something gets into the emitter, it can close your emitter off and you won't be able to see your dot. This fixes that. It's the closed version, so it actually has two pieces of glass, one on the back, one on the front. It doesn't solve fog, so your glass obviously can still fog up, but as far as rain and dirt and things like that and snow, it doesn't really affect it. So I love this thing so far. I've probably shot 3,000 or 4,000 rounds through it, and it's been great so far. On that, it is connected to the C&H precision plate. So if you were to get the MOS model, you'd have to put two plates to get this optic to fit on there. But with the C&H precision plate, it actually mounts directly to the bottom of the MOS. So there's one plate that connects the optic to the slide, which is awesome. That way you're not dealing with a bunch of different screws, and it reduces your failure points for the optic coming off, which I love. The other thing that I have on this specific gun, and I think it's a must when you're running a red dot for concealed carry, is backup irons. So these are suppressor height Ameriglow sights. They're just completely blacked out, no tritium or anything in them. They're strictly backup sights. I do not reference them when I'm shooting with this. I don't use them unless my optic were to go down. But I do like that capability because things can fail. It's electronic, so having backup iron sights gives me that extra comfort of making sure that I'm actually going to be able to hit something if I need to use my gun. The next thing that I did on this is I installed the Glock Performance trigger. So I really like this so far. I've tested it pretty extensively. I mean, I've probably gotten 5,000 or 6,000 rounds through it so far. I've kind of done some like drop testing and beaten it up a little bit, and it has held up awesome. I really like this thing. So it takes the trigger weight. I think the Gen 5 Glocks are in the 5.5 to 6 pounds. It ranges obviously between which Glock you get from the factory. They're all a little bit different, but these performance triggers take it down to 4.5 pounds, and they're a lot more crisp. I really like it. One of the things that I love about it actually isn't the trigger weight, but the trigger it doesn't reset, but it pushes back. So I don't have a wall to play with, but it's awesome for dry fire because I can actually work the trigger. So when I'm practicing like a bill drill or something dry fire, I actually can move the trigger back and forth. Whereas on a stock Glock, if I wanted to do that, I would have to like put a piece of paper in the chamber to get it to pull it out of battery, so it would do that. So this is a super cool feature that I love. That way I can dry fire practice with my carry gun, and yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this setup right now. I'm sure I'll change it eventually, but right now I'm loving what I got here. So Glock trigger, the Holosun optic with the backup irons, and the Glock Gen 5 MOS model. Let me know what you guys are carrying in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.